7 years. That's how long it had been since I last saw Anna. 7 years since we signed the papers in that sterile office, both too bitter to cry, too exhausted to fight anymore. Our marriage had burned out like a candle left too long in the wind, a flickering, sputtering, then gone. I had told myself I was done with her, that the past was behind me. But the past has a cruel way of showing up when you least expect it. It was a Friday night, and I had gone to a new restaurant downtown with a colleague. The place was buzzing with life, laughter spilling from every table, glasses clinking under the glow of warm lights. As I scanned the room for an empty seat, my eyes froze. There she was. Anna. Time hadn't erased her. If anything, it had only sharpened her beauty, carved her features with maturity. Her hair was styled differently, her clothes elegant, but the way she sat, shoulders poised, chin slightly tilted, was achingly familiar. For a moment, I thought about turning around and leaving, pretending I hadn't seen her. But before I could, her gaze met mine. She froze too. For a long moment, the noise of the restaurant faded, and it was just the two of us, staring across a crowded room as if the last 7 years hadn't passed at all. Then she stood. Slowly. Purposefully. She walked toward me, every step heavy with memories. My chest tightened. What would she say? Why now? When she finally stopped in front of me, her lips parted. And with a voice that trembled ever so slightly, she whispered. Mark, he's not your son. He never was. The words slammed into me like a physical blow. My stomach dropped, the air sucked out of my lungs. I stumbled back a step, gripping the edge of the chair beside me for support. What did you just say? I rasped, barely able to form the words. Her eyes shimmered with unshed tears, but her voice held steady this time. Our son, the boy you raised, the boy you loved, he isn't yours, Mark. He never was. I needed to tell you. Memories crashed over me like waves. The sleepless nights with a crying baby, the birthday parties, the first time he called me Dad. I remembered holding him, feeling proud, believing he was my blood, my legacy. And now, this. You're lying, I managed, anger flaring through the shock. This is some twisted game. Why would you say that to me? Anna shook her head, pain etched in her face. I should have told you years ago. I was scared. Ashamed. The affair, it wasn't just a mistake. He was the result. But you raised him like your own, and I couldn't take that away from you. Until now. Her confession sliced through me, each word reopening wounds I didn't know were still raw. All those years of believing our marriage ended because we grew apart, when in reality, betrayal had been at its heart the whole time. I wanted to scream at her. To ask her why she had destroyed me twice, once with her silence, and now with her truth. But instead, I stood there, numb, while the restaurant buzzed on around us, oblivious to the earthquake that had just shattered my world. Finally, I forced out a whisper. Why now? Her eyes darted to the floor. Because he's 17, and he's asking questions. He wants to know who he really is. I thought you deserved to hear it from me before it comes from him. 17. Almost a man. The boy I had taught to ride a bike, to throw a baseball, to face his fears, not mine. Someone else's. The anger finally erupted. You let me love him all these years. You let me believe he was mine, even after the divorce, even after everything. Do you have any idea what you've done? Tears finally spilled down her cheeks. I know, Mark. And I'll never forgive myself. But I need you to understand, you will always be his father in every way that matters. I laughed bitterly, the sound hollow. No. I was his father in every way that mattered. Past tense. But now? Now I don't even know who I am anymore. The silence between us was suffocating. She tried to reach for my hand, but I pulled away as if her touch burned. Don't, I said coldly. You had 7 years to tell me. 7 years to come clean. But you waited until it suited you. And now you've taken everything, my marriage, my trust, my son. With that, I turned and walked out of the restaurant, my legs heavy, my chest hollow. The cool night air hit me like ice, but it didn't clear the storm inside me. 7 years after our divorce, I thought I had healed. But with one sentence, Anna had shattered me all over again. And the cruelest part? She was right. No matter the blood, no matter the truth, I had been that boy's father. But now, even that title felt stolen. Her first words had set shivers down my spine. And her truth had broken me beyond repair.